You were a bit cagey before. What else does Aaron bear? Yeah, you were a bit cagey. Last time, Aaron the high priest carried Yahweh's name. But what else did he bear? So he wore a turban on his head with a gold plate on the front, with the words, "Holy to Yahweh." Yep, but we didn't finish reading the rest of that verse. The rest of the verse says, "The golden plate with the words, Holy to Yahweh, shall be on Aaron's forehead, that Aaron may bear the iniquity of the holy things that the people of Israel consecrate as their holy gifts." Bear the iniquity. That's Nasa Avon. We've talked about this before. But what's it mean for a priest to bear or carry iniquity? So there's a couple of ways of understanding this. Remember that Nasa can mean forgive or take away. So some Bible translations have take away the guilt or take away the iniquity. So it could mean that the high priest was representing Yahweh and taking away iniquity. Like forgiveness, like the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. Right. Or the RSV has take upon himself any guilt incurred. So another option is that the high priest carries around the iniquity until the Day of Atonement, when he places all the sin and iniquity on the scapegoat's head, and then it's taken outside the camp and removed. Because the goat also Nasa Avon? Yep, the goat bears iniquity. It carries it away and dumps it in the wilderness. I'm noticing a problem. The goat that bears iniquity is impure. Yeah, the man who leads away the goat has to wash and cleanse himself before coming back into the camp. Right, but this consecrated high priest, he remains holy. It's written on his head, holy to Yahweh. He also bears iniquity, yet somehow he remains holy and guiltless. Apparently, he can carry iniquity and it doesn't defile him. It doesn't stick to him. He's a holy Teflon-coated priest. Whatever we say, the high priest has holy to Yahweh written on his forehead. So whatever he is doing, carrying or removing iniquity, he's acting as Yahweh's representative. You know, there's someone else who is Yahweh's representative, Yahweh's servant, and this person also bore iniquity. Who else?
Who else?
God's servant in Isaiah 53. So Isaiah 53:11 says, "My righteous servant will justify many, and he will bear their iniquities." Nasa Avon. Wow. So is the Isaiah servant fulfilling a priestly role? That's definitely a way to read it that makes a lot of sense, especially when you notice the next verse. It says, "He bore the sin of many and interceded for the wrongdoers." Interceding for the people. Well, that's the job of a priest, right? So Hebrews picks up on this theme as well. Hebrews says, Jesus is a priest forever. He always lives to make intercession for the people. Not like the old covenant, where the priest stood and ministered before the altar day after day, offering the same sacrifices again and again, which could never take away sins. But now, Jesus, our high priest, has appeared once for all at the end of the age to put away or to remove sin by the sacrifice of himself. Like a Teflon-coated Jesus? I'd be comfortable saying that. Jesus can bear iniquity, carry sin, but it doesn't stick to him. He remains pure and holy. And it doesn't stick to him.